I've played hundreds of survival games, but I've always wondered, could I actually survive in them? Well, today I'm going to find out by ranking the deadliest survival games based on how many days I would actually survive. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. Let's have a look at the tier list. At the top of the tier list, we have no way I'm going to survive this. Dead in 1 day, pretty self-explanatory. Very, very small chance. If I get lucky, I got this, and I'm going to live a full life. Now, the first game we're looking at is Dayz. Now, if you don't know anything about Dayz, it is a post-apocalyptic survival game. You're in this big world with other players, Mother Nature, and zombies. So 3 really fun things I have to deal with. Now, not only are zombies an absolute nuisance in this game, finding the proper resources is probably the hardest thing about it. So if you were going to put me into this world, I think I would definitely struggle a lot. Now, when we talk about resources, you can get wood, so you can make fire, you can make bases, and you can also find other items around the area. And while this is great and all, I only have like basic survival skills. And the only weapon I have right now is that Lego katana in the background. Now, when we concentrate on the zombies, they're actually not that bad. They're very slow and weak. And the best thing for us is that we can't get infected. We cannot turn into a zombie. The main character pretty much has plot armor in this game, so that's me in this circumstance. And what I would probably do is move into the woods first of all, just to get away from all that other stuff, and especially the other players, the other people in the world you already know, searching for any resources they can get their hands on. So it is essential to have a weapon on you with some ammo, because if you don't, you're dead. So I just gotta hope and pray that when I encounter a person, they're not bloodthirsty and they want to kill me on sight. Now, because I have to deal with this in real life, you have to worry about food, water, sicknesses. Sicknesses are going to be the worst thing possible because you can live up in the woods for as long as you want, but the second you need some proper medicine, you're kind of fucked. Good luck trying not to get sick, because I know I will after about 2 days. Speaking about days, how many days could I really last in Dayz? If I was beside the woods, I could probably just go straight into the woods and survive up there for maybe a week at most, and then eventually die of hunger. So overall, there's a lot of things that could get me killed in Dayz, and honestly, I think I might be cooked here. Could possibly die in 1 day, but I think there's a very, very small chance that I could survive in Dayz. I'll put it right there. I think I could make it past at least 1 day. Now, while Dayz is an absolutely grueling and gruesome game, let's talk about a very friendly game, being Minecraft. Now, we all know about Minecraft. We've been playing it since we were a little kid, but what if we actually spawned right into the Minecraft universe? Now, obviously in Minecraft, you don't have to worry about water, only food. Now, if you think about it, we could have multiple lives, but I want to think about if we were playing hardcore, where we only have that 1 life. Just like in real life. Now, the resources on Minecraft is infinite. I mean, you can literally survive in there forever. The real threat in Minecraft is obviously the creepers blowing you to smithereens and skeletons and zombies. That's honestly kind of it. I would never even bother going to the nether or the end. I'll just live in the overworld the entire time. We still do have to worry about zombies in this game, but honestly, just build 2 blocks up and hit them. Minecraft is probably one of the simplest survival games, and if I was in there in real life, I think I'd be grand. So when we look at the tier list, I think I could survive in Minecraft for maybe my whole life, to be honest. You have all the resources at your hands and you can make a fire very easily. The only thing I would worry about in Minecraft is losing my mind, because imagine being around this every single day. I don't think I'd be able to last mentally. But comparing this to all the other games on this list, I think Minecraft definitely deserves to go down to the very bottom. I think I could get away with living a full life in Minecraft. Now, enough with all that nice stuff, let's go right into the Rust. Rust is a lot like Dayz, except you're not in modern times. You're in this absolute kit with only sand and nothing to really help you. Now, if I was put into Rust right now, I could be dead in the matter of 5 minutes. Even just playing Rust, you're surrounded with so many players around you that just want you dead no matter what. Even if you have nothing on you, you are dead instantly. I could just spawn in and get a crossbow into the back of my head. The only saving grace I have in Rust is if I can make a small little base, but let's be honest, it takes many, many days to make a full base, even if it's just made out of leaves and a bit of wood. So I have to worry about all the normal survival stuff, but one thing that is really, really going to kill me is just the other players. Thankfully, there's no zombies in this game, but the humans, I mean, they take up for those zombies. So now when we look at the tier list, I think Rust deserves to go up there. And I'm not talking about dead in just 1 day. I think it deserves to go to the very, very top of the tier list, because let's be honest, you and me are not surviving this. Now, what if we looked at a game that's a little bit more futuristic? It's Ark Survival Evolved. Ark, yeah, honestly, I think we're cooked off the rip. 1 dinosaur can just run up to you, eat you apart in a matter of seconds. I'm really getting a rough time with these games. I'm dead in almost every single circumstance. Now, if you don't know anything about Ark, you're in this futuristic island with futuristic dinosaurs out to get you all the time. T-Rexes, they're out to bite your ass the second you spawn in, so good f***ing luck. But me just going in right now with my knowledge, yeah, I'm cooked. I'm not a veteran at this game, so I think I'd be dead in the first couple minutes. Now, while Ark is a pretty unrealistic game with the speed, strength, and all that stuff that you can level up, if we're just talking just a basic human like me going in there, I'm dead. Help me. I am dead. There's no way I'm surviving this. And not only do I have to worry about the wildlife, I also have to worry about the other players out to get me as well. I think honestly Ark goes without saying, it's going to the very top. I don't think there's any way you or me would survive this. Not a chance. Now let's have a look at a game that I could at least last a week in. It's Sons of the Forest. Now we're just going to ignore the fact that we crashed onto this island off a plane because realistically 99% chance you're going to die, or you're going to die a couple hours after because of all the trauma you experienced. So let's say we were just on the island, just that's it. Now thankfully we don't have to worry about zombies coming to eat us, but there is something else trying to eat us. Cannibals, which is honestly probably worse because cannibals are just humans, so they have the same knowledge as me. Now thankfully the resources are actually pretty good because you've just crashed on off a plane, so you have all the briefcases there with all the stuff you need. And you're also lucky enough to be in a big forest, so you actually have trees everywhere. So on the resources standpoint, we have like a 10 out of 10 on resources. We have everything there waiting for us. But like I said, my survival skills are limited, so how long could I really last out there? Could I really make a boat from scratch? I'm not sure about that one now. The only way I could get away with building a proper shelter is if Outdoor Boys came out of retirement and helped me. Because me by myself, I would either go insane, die to cannibals, or nature. And by the way, the cannibals in this game aren't just normal cannibals humans. They actually mutate into this horrible thing. Like, look at this. How would I be able to survive that? But I have confidence in myself, so I think I might be able to survive at least a week, possibly. But the thing that would definitely kill me in the long run has to be the cannibals, because it just gets worse day by day by day. But when we look at the tier list, I have to say, maybe I could get away with it. I'm tempted to put this into the if I get lucky tier, but because of the cannibals coming out for me, I think it's going right beside Dayz. Now up next, let's have a look at a very interesting game. It's Terraria. Now it's hard to say what would happen in Terraria because we can't even see from a first person view. Now while Terraria looks very kind and friendly, it really isn't. The monsters in this game are basically Minecraft times 1,000. Because in this game, it's not just survival I have to worry about. I have to worry about the Eye of Cthulhu coming out for me. I do have to say though, out of all the games I looked at, I think Terraria would be definitely the funnest game to be in there because there's so much stuff to do. And if I'm being honest with myself, I think I might be dead in one day. So while it's hard to say what could really happen, I have to say Terraria would actually have to go into dead in one day tier. Now before I get into the next game, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the content and you want to help out, just leave a subscribe. Thank you for watching in the first place. Let's get back to it. Now the last game on the tier list is Subnautica. Now if you're new to the channel you might not know this, but I have a deep fear of the ocean. And I honestly think I'd be dead for one thing. A heart attack, because look at this Leviathan. You can't tell me you wouldn't have a heart attack if you saw that in real life. Now let me quickly break down the situation we're in here. Deep underwater, only 2 islands in the entire place, massive Leviathans, massive creatures, aggressive creatures out to bite your ass. And I don't care if my diet just consists of fish every single day, I will not, and I mean not, leave that starter area. Fuck expanding, fuck making a new building, I am not doing any of that. But the one thing I do find funny about this game is that there's no water pressure. So if you ascended in the water way too quick, you get that sickness, whatever it's called, and you would be dead. Just from that. So being in the Subnautica world would be fun for about 5 minutes, and then you realize that you're stuck here forever and you're gonna die here eventually. The only thing going for me with Subnautica is that there's no zombies out to get me as well, because if there was that, I would be really Oh yeah, and you have to worry about this virus that infects all the other fishes around the water. What am I supposed to do in Subnautica? Not to even mention, you're gonna be in water every single day. No warmth, no comfort, always in that freezing cold water. So realistically, what chance do I have? And more importantly, what chance do you have? Both of us were dead. Now let's not sugarcoat it, we're putting Subnautica at the very top. In front of Ark and in front of Rust. It's going into the very top in no way, because there is no way you'd survive. Now let's have a look at the final rankings. At the very top we have Subnautica beside Rust and Ark. Right below that we have Terraria. And then alongside that we have a very small chance of surviving, which is Dayz and Sons of the Forest. We didn't get anything in these 2 tiers, but at the very bottom we have we're gonna live a full life in Minecraft, because it'll be pretty easy to survive. Now that's the full tier list. Let me know down below if you'd like to see more face cam content. I'm sure a lot of you are going to disagree in my rankings, so let me know down below if you could survive any of them. It's been Shoko, have a great rest of your day, peace.